Okay, let's just jump right in. We're here to build a clear, no-nonsense roadmap for your tech career in 2026. This is all about turning that ambition you have into a real solid plan.
Look, let's be real for a second. Maybe 2025 was tough. Maybe you felt a little lost or confused, or like you gave it a shot and it just didn't work out. And you know what? That's okay. Because this is your chance for a fresh start. 2026 can absolutely be the year you turn it all around.
That's the big question, isn't it? You've got AI, you've got cloud, automation. It feels like the ground is shifting under our feet every single day. The number of choices alone can be kind of paralyzing. So the very first step in any great comeback is to get a clear picture of what's actually out there.
So first things first, let's map out that opportunity landscape. We're going to pinpoint the specific high-demand roles that companies are actually trying to hire for, so you can focus your energy where it's going to have the biggest impact.
And just look at the sheer scale of this. We're talking about a projected $176 billion in IT spending in India. Now, that's not just some random number. That number represents a huge wave of investment. And for you, it means one simple thing: massive demand for people with the right skills.
All right, these are the heavy hitters for 2026. You'll notice AI and machine learning engineer right there at the top. That's not just a buzzword, it's literally reshaping every single industry. Then you've got cloud architects. They're the ones building the digital backbone for modern business. And of course, data scientists, cybersecurity specialists, and the super versatile full-stack developers. These are the roles companies are scrambling to fill right now.
Okay, so you've seen the hot jobs. Now comes the most important part of this whole thing, choosing the right one for you. This isn't just about chasing the biggest salary. It's about finding a career you can actually enjoy and be great at for the long haul.
And this right here is a trap I've seen so many people fall into. They pick a field just because they see a big paycheck. For instance, I've heard from people who jumped into data science because of the high salary, only to find out they absolutely hated the intense math involved. They got burned out, lost all interest, and ended up right back where they started.
And this chart just lays it out perfectly. Choosing by salary alone is a short-term gamble that almost always leads to burnout. But choosing strategically, that means you're aligning your path with what you're naturally good at, what you're actually interested in. It's the difference between a job you have to drag yourself to and a career that actually excites.
So think of this as your personal career compass. You start with what you're genuinely interested in and what you're naturally good at. Are you more of a logic person or a creative type? Then you balance that against what the market actually needs and how much time you can realistically commit to learning. That sweet spot, right in the middle, where all four of these overlap, that's where you'll find your perfect path.
So once you've picked your destination, it's time to draw the map. This next step is all about breaking down that big, kind of scary goal into a series of small, manageable steps.
Before you can even think about specializing, you need a strong foundation. Seriously, this part is non-negotiable. We're talking about core skills like just being able to read and understand data, thinking analytically, and knowing some basic Python. Trying to skip this step is like building a house on sand. It might look okay for a little while, but it's eventually going to collapse.
Now, this is a perfect example of how you can break down a complex career into simple phases. Let's take a software automation engineer. You don't just jump into writing complex code. No, phase 1 is mastering the basics of manual testing. Then, in phase 2, you learn the actual tools of the trade. And only in phase 3 do you move on to the really advanced stuff. See, it's a clear, logical path.
And you can actually put this on a timeline. The first couple of months, all about that foundation. The next 2, getting your hands dirty with the tools. And the last 2 months are so important. That's when you build real projects. A portfolio of things you've actually created is worth way more than any certificate, believe me.
Okay, we've got the plan, we've got the map. Now let's add the final, crucial layer, the human edge. Because thriving in 2026 isn't just about your tech skills. It's about mastering those uniquely human abilities that AI simply can't touch.
A lot of people are worried that AI is coming for their jobs, but the reality is actually much more exciting. AI isn't your competitor, it's a tool. It's your new collaborator. It's here to automate the boring, repetitive stuff, which frees you up to focus on the more creative, high-level work. So don't be afraid of AI. Learn how to use it. Think of these as your career superpowers. An AI can run code, but critical thinking lets you ask if you're even solving the right problem. An AI can process data, but creative problem solving helps you come up with a solution nobody has ever thought of before. These skills, communication, collaboration, learning, these are what make you truly irreplaceable.
Let this one sink in for a second. So often, the biggest thing holding us back isn't our talent or our intelligence, it's self-doubt. It's that little voice in our head that says we can't do it. Your mindset, that's the engine that's going to power this whole comeback. You have to believe it's possible.
And that brings us right here, to the final and most important step. It's time to stop just thinking about it and start doing it. Your comeback doesn't start next month or next week. It starts with the very next decision you make.
So this is the big takeaway. You are equipped. You have a map showing you the high-demand jobs, you have a compass to help you choose your own path, and you have the framework to build a step-by-step plan. There are no more excuses. The only thing left to do is to begin.
I want to leave you with this final thought. Just think about everyone who came before you in your family. You have an opportunity right now that they never did. You have the chance to build an incredible future, to become the strongest person in your family's history. The only question is, will you say yes to that chance?